What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New subscribers, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Lots more content coming your way here. Crypto analysis. My name is Ryan Lopez, and today I will be talking about the top 5 altcoins to hold going into 2020, into next year's bull market. So, very exciting stuff. Let's get straight into it here. Now, I just want to say before we begin that the number 5, number 4, number 3 on my chart of altcoins would be more of the conservative picks going forward. They have a lot, somewhat larger market caps. Am I interested in them? Yes. I just included them on this list to have some more variety of coins, but the real picks that I think, if you really want to have the gains, are going to be coins number 2 and coins number 1. So make sure to stay tuned for number 2 and number 1, and those are the coins that I really think are going to be solid picks. And again, this is not any type of financial advice. You want to do your own research on all this, and you want to be responsible. So with that being said, let's begin. Let's start off at number 5, Litecoin. So I try to pick a more of a conservative play here. Litecoin's in the top 10. Its rank is number 5. And Litecoin I would consider like a low float stock. It's kind of one that it moves up so much, and then when things crash, it just moves right back down. So Litecoin has a lot of stuff going for it. You can do more of the research, the fundamental things, but I'm just looking at the technical charting aspect of it here, and well, its previous all-time high was at about 16 billion. And now the volume really coming in here. And Litecoin also had periods of lower market caps when it was around 50 million market cap. Then it kind of went into this is what I would consider phase 2 of its next. There was this big pump, and then phase 2 kind of all through here. So phase 1 I would consider right this 50 million market cap range, then broke through new levels, 500 million. This would be like phase 2, all the way until May of 2017. This would be, I'd consider like a phase 3 here, from May until November of 17, and then phase 4 when it broke into new all-time highs was. Gosh, so these things, they go on like different phases is what I would call it, like a range, just where it just kind of bounces through this range, and then eventually it just breaks through into exponentially into just new territory that has been not been explored yet, never has been achieved. But so long story short, Litecoin, number 5 pick going into number 5 altcoin going into 2020. Number 4 on the list, and with these I kind of did it in like descending order of their market cap. So I did the ones that have the highest market cap first, because I think the ones with the lower market cap they're a little bit more risky, but I think they have a lot more upside. So Litecoin in my list had the highest market cap, and these would be kind of safer buys, the safer ones. Number 4 is Cardano. So Cardano, I think one trend I did see last bull market was a lot of people were buying the coins that were just really cheap price. They had like a lot of zeros in them, or like this one's at 9 cents currently. People, it's like a mental aspect of it. They just think it's cheaper, but they have a higher circulating supply. So Cardano came out in October 2017. So this is like a fairly new coin. There's a lot with Cardano, and I did some basic research, but not too much. You would have to do some more on your own. And Cardano, okay, I would say this has had price action kind of very similar to Verge with its like boom, this initial spike. It comes in waves. This will be the next spike here in December 18th. Then you kind of held through, and then boom, this is the final wave. Actually, it consolidated a bit for a bit there before blowing off to the top, and that topped out at 32 billion. Whew, goodness, 32 billion market cap. And of course, it's been on the downtrend ever since. But let's see here. Looks like it's kind of circling around now. I would say the bottom has been reached. Now, of course, anything could happen. The market could turn bearish, but the bottom looks like kind of around here. It dipped under $1 billion in December, the market cap. Now it's kind of been slowly on the rise again, so looks like it might be curling up for that next exponential move. Should be a good time to accumulate here. So now moving on to number 3 on the list, Komodo, KMD. Now this coin I really like. They have a lot of stuff going on for it. Very innovative, really smart dev team. They have their BarterDEX decentralized exchange, which is really big. Going to be really big going forward, I think. Currently priced at $1.60, market cap of 180 million. It's on some decent exchanges. And I would assume a lot of these are wash traded, so you kind of have to be careful. You can't take everything for granted. You know, the volume that you see. There's a lot of these exchanges are wash traded. But KMD, I think, has a bunch of upside. Let's see. It started off okay in 2017. Had its first pump up. Hit about 240 million market cap, and it uptrended, and its all-time high was right in the B's. It hit the $1 billion mark Christmas of 2017, and it looks like it kind of bottomed out also in December of 2018. I think there's a lot of altcoins that bottomed out in this range. It looks like we're just slowly kind of gearing up towards the next kind of, the next part of that bowl shape. I mean, of course, it could be too early. We could be wrong here. The market could just turn very bearish and start to go down from here, but it's a risk that you have to be willing to take. Now, moving on to number 2. So, Electra. And Electra currently is sitting at 11 million market cap. Now this one I think is going to be explosive going forward. Absolutely explosive. Let's take a look at the price action history. And I would say Electra was in its phase 1 stage from inception, which was July 2017 when they got on CoinMarketCap. And it seemed to have bounced around right in kind of like under $1 million market cap range until last bull run. Let's see. When it went completely vertical, and it went from under $1 million market cap to 180 million. Just insane levels that it reached. That went from like a phase 1, went right through its phase 2 into like its phase 3 zone. Just nuts. Let's see here, and it came back down, and I would say it went into its kind of phase 2 stage again here, May of 2018, when it reached about 80 million market cap, and it's been downtrending ever since. And it looks like it might have bottomed out right around 4 million market cap this past May, and it looks like it could have hit the reversal there. Looks like the reversal or the bottom could be in for ECA. Of course, with the altcoins, it's really hard to predict. There's a lot of factors that go into it. But going forward, this thing can be explosive. And one thing to take into consideration is that whenever coins do something in the past, they kind of, with their price action, there's a high chance of that similar movement and things happening again. So we saw this huge vertical spike in ECA in the past, so there's a good chance that can happen again going forward. And not to mention, the dev team has been busting out tons of updates, tons of improvements to the blockchain code, making it more secure than ever. The new mobile wallets are coming out very soon. They have some new foundation member additions. They set up the foundation, which is that's a huge achievement. There aren't too many coins that have actual established foundations. This is really a coin to keep on your radar going forward. And the coins that you want are the ones that are under the radar. You don't really want ones that are already blown off market caps, because we kind of missed those moves. I did include Cardano and Litecoin, which have really big market caps already, but just to kind of ones on the safer side. These would be a little bit more risky. So that being said, Electra at number 2. And like I said, I chose these in their order, like a descending order of market cap. So, which I guess maybe that would be like a risk indication. And number 1, Denarius. Denarius coin ticker D. And so this one only has a currently $1.4 million market cap. So definitely a lot of upside there going forward. I mean, 1.4 million, just think of that. And then Ripple has whatever it's at right now in the billions. I mean, looks like Denarius kind of started off, I would say this is like its phase 1 kind of area. It started off August 2017. Looks like it consolidated right around under $1 million market cap. It kind of bottomed out, and then I would say kind of entering into its next phase there. It looks like it might have touched about 10 million market cap, and from there it kind of trickled back down, and it looks like it bottomed out this past February right around maybe 150,000 market cap. It's been around there. Let's see here, and it looks like it had a nice little symmetrical kind of bottom here. You had that first upwards movement, a little bit of consolidation, another upwards movement, and some consolidation there. So that looks pretty good. And it looks like we might be kind of grinding up here to complete that bowl shape in the upwards direction. And sometimes you just never know until they break that. So this thing is almost, if it does a 10x, it's already in new territory. It'll be an uncharted territory, and from there, who knows what the limit is. So those are my top 5 picks. Again, well, let me just say it now. This is not any type of financial advice. Really must do your own research on these coins. I just picked some kind of that looked like they had good charts, good names, good community, good specs, what their current market cap is, the highest that their market cap ever reached. Those are some of my reasons as to why I picked some of these coins. And now, the strategy that I have going forward is I'm only doing altcoins currently, and I think that altcoins is definitely where you have a little bit more risk. But when alt season comes, that's when things just start going crazy. And I think if you have really smart picks for your altcoins for the next alt season, you can have just some crazy gains. Just things just blasting off. And last alt season lasted for about a month, maybe like a month and a week, all of December, then like the first week of January, and then it was over. And that was right when Bitcoin peaked out. So if we can time it up for the next, when after Bitcoin breaks 20K, and right when it's kind of topping out, right when things just start going crazy and that euphoria stage, just like I've said before, that's when it's time to lock in some profits. As much as you don't want to, as much as it's just saying no, it's going to keep going up, we have to lock in a little bit just to be safe. Risk management. So that's one thing I'm really trying to practice this time around. So I did speak about that technique in some of my previous videos. Make sure to check them out. And out of the 5 coins that I picked, I'm the most, I just want to say here, the most bullish on Electra and Denarius, because they're just still those kind of under the radar gems, but they're being kind of developed, they're being worked on, they have active communities, so it's not like they're like a nothing coin or just really in a super early stage. They've been being developed for a while, so they're kind of they just haven't really gotten that exposure yet, and the keyword yet. So Litecoin, Ripple, KMD is still kind of under the radar. Cardano, they've let's be honest, they kind of already had their big run, and we kind of missed it. Could the ones with the high market cap go absolutely insane, like how Ripple was already at a high market cap for last bull run, and it just still went high? That was nuts. Anything could really happen. So again, this is not any type of financial advice, so be safe. And my 2 strongest picks out of this list, ECA is gonna be a banger. You don't want to miss out on this one. At least have 1 million of the coins in your possession. Make sure store them on your wallet, on your computer. Be safe. And Denarius, another one super under the radar. The volume has been constant. It's a really good mining coin. The proof of work stage is going to be over very soon in May of 2020. It's currently under its accumulation stage, where the coins are just being mined, everyone's accumulating, just like how Bitcoin was in its earlier years. And that's it, everybody. So hope you guys liked the setup that I had today. This is new. Got my green screen here in the studio. Check it out. Got the setup going. So make sure to subscribe for lots more videos coming your way. And the most important thing is always do your own research. Be safe out there. You can't listen to other people about buy this, buy that. You're just gonna lose money. Have your game plan. Listen to other people's perspectives, but don't take it for granted. Take in their perspective. Really think about what they're trying to say, but then kind of, develop your own perspective or your own viewpoints. Have your own game plan. Do you really want to be a trader or a hodler or kind of like a swing hodler? Figure out what works best for you. Be very active on Twitter, Telegram, Discord, YouTube, everything. Is Bitcoin wrong? Is Bitcoin bad to accumulate? No, absolutely not. Get as much Bitcoin as you can. My personal strategy is that I'm accumulating altcoins right now, and that's just what I'm gonna do. But there's nothing wrong with accumulating whatever one you want to do. Just have your game plan and know what you're going to do. Have some price points of the coins you're holding, some price targets, and when it hits those prices in the future, you'll have your mindset already that, okay, I'm going to take some profits here, I'm going to sell a little bit of a percentage here, and that way you'll be ready when it happens. All right, well, tune in next time to the channel. You don't want to miss out on the hottest altcoins, the hottest cryptocurrency news, the cryptocurrency analysis, the price action of all the previous coins that had insane run-ups, parabolic moves. We're going to study all those moves so we can have a good understanding and try to pinpoint some other similar coins that might have similar action, price action going forward, so we can maximize our gains. That's the plan, and we're going to sell it all, or we're going to sell large portions of the coins, lock in the profits in the euphoria stage of alt season. That's it for today. Tune in next time to the show, guys, and make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Take care.